Hey everyone! What you're about to watch is a highlight from my stream where we discuss, by we I mean me mainly, the Bastion Animated Cinematic. I want to let you know that there's a fair amount of passionate swearing in this video, so if you're easily offended by colourful language, then this may not be the video for you. Thanks and enjoy! No, all in all, I think Shadowlands is looking to be quite promising, and the amount of excitement, for example, you, me, a couple of the guildies, a few of my friends, stuff like that, are having with this it's nice to see. It's nice to see WoW's getting that kind of thing back again.
I have some of my friends that haven't played in 5 and 10 years talking about coming back.
And you know what? For those of you who haven't watched the Bastion Cinematic, the animated cartoon thing that they released, did you see it, Jay?
Yeah. Oh, no.
You didn't watch that yet?
No. You know I'm not... I mean, I'll watch it.
Dude, it brings lore back full circle, man. It's insane.
You know how I be. Yeah, let's go watch Uther. Let's go do it.
You want to do it, yeah?
Yeah, I know who's in it, so let's go watch it.
It's amazing. I'm
just running around Revendreth getting the starting bullshit out of the way.
I totally creamed my panties.
Oh yeah, I'll sit here and watch it with no sound.
Good.
So you don't have an echo. I'm a liar.
Just mute your microphone.
Save my soul.
Uther.
Uther!
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life. And for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I love the fact that he's been automatically promoted to Angel,
my work
essentially.
Is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
The darkness was sealed within the maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept
Aspirant.
your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Yes, you do, bitch! Yeah! Sorry.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
It's because he's a paladin.
You?
He's in the wrong spec.
Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen, I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion.
Ooh.
By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
She's got blue eyes.
Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Your soul is wounded?
I fucking love that shit.
Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me.
I need to pause this for a second, because the thing that annoys me about this is that Uther is completely blaming Arthas for all of this. However, I'm in the kind of category where Arthas kind of did nothing wrong to a degree, because he was corrupted via his vengeance for wanting to take on the Lich King, and then became the Lich King's puppet, and then the Lich King was in his head, and the Zul was in his head going, "Rah! Do this, do that," and he's like, "Okay, I have no soul anymore, so I have no real, you know, judgment for consequences and stuff like that," so he does it. But as soon as he became the Death Knight that he became, he suddenly has no moral concept anymore, so he isn't who he used to be. Therefore, him getting blamed for all this shit is not really his doing. He lost his soul. Arthas is not the one that's doing it all by himself. It's not the original Arthas that grew up with Uther and shit like that. This is Arthas that has been corrupted by evil, by Nazul, by the undead, by the Lich King. So this is now pinning shit on Arthas, is where this is at the moment, when initially it should be more Nazul.
So wait, so what you're doing here is justifying Arthas's actions after he became the Lich King. So how many more expansions until you justify Sylvanas' action?
I will always justify Sylvanas because I find her very attractive, and I'll do anything for that hoe. But that's my main bone of contention, is that he was, as much as he kind of had free will to a degree, he has no soul. Therefore, he has no repentance and worries and stuff like that. He is not the man he used to be. He is something completely different. If you're going for Arthas as in the figure that he is in this famous tech context, and yes, it's fine, blame him. But Uther is blaming his student, who was a completely different person and was just so distraught by the seeing of Stratholm falling and all that kind of stuff. It's a different thing. It's a different Arthas. They're two different people. Just using the body itself is Arthas as a whole, but the personality and traits are two different people entirely. Like Arthas going and gunning down Sylvanas when he was like being Lich King-y shit and stuff like that, and tormenting Sylvanas, and Sylvanas was tormenting him back and shit like that. That wasn't Arthas that would have done that before. You see, when you play like Warcraft 3, for example, Arthas back then was compassionate and cared about people, and decided that he didn't want people to suffer, so he would rather kill them and end their suffering before they become undead scum. There are two different Arthases in this context. Uther is now blaming his student Arthas, which isn't the Arthas, and that's where this shit is wrong. But good wrong, because it's making me argue this shit. And that's why I like this video so far. Continuing on.
The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand.
Need to pause here as well. So the runes on the blade, alright, bear in mind the blade was made, I can see you there, Jay, so fuck you, alright. The blade was made, I just made a video on the fucking blade, right, on Frostmourne. The blade was made by the Nathrazim, who was agents of the Burning Legion, who are the hellish demon fucking army of doom, who seem to have connection with the Maw, is what she's just saying here. People in the Maw are giving the Burning Legion the power and the scrolls and the runes and everything to do this shit that they're doing now. So all this fucking comeuppance means that the Burning Legion had some kind of Maw thing going on. That's the whole point of this expansion, is the Maw and the Jailer of the Damned. Those who have souls that are irredeemable, who are too corrupt and all that kind of shit, and they just can't fix. They shove them in the Maw. They don't come back out. They get tortured and destroyed. It's basically hell, is essentially what the Maw is. And now what she's saying is that this rune blade that was made by demons that have no connection that we know of at the moment are getting their powers from the Maw, from hell. Because the demons, the Burning Legion, all that kind of stuff, were basically the main guy. Sargeras was a Titan who was like a world soul that was like, fuck this void shit, it's doing my head in, I can't be bothered with it, I'm going to go nasty on their ass. And then he hired all the other demons and took them over. So the demons aren't really actually demons if you look at it that way. The people in the Maw should be more demons than actual demons, but we're calling them demons at the moment because that's how it used to be back in the old days. They were just labeled as demons.
They're dark angels, they're not demons.
Demons.
They're fallen
angels
from
okay.
Kyrian.
Yes. So
thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
I love you. Carrying on. But I love how this is all combining, aren't you? It's going full circle back to Wrath. You know, it's this is great. This is going back decades.
Do you think that Sylvanas is in the mall working with the jailer because she's looking for Arthas?
Yes. To a degree. She'll want vengeance because she didn't land the killing blow. It was fucking Tyrion Ford Foreskin that did it.
Foreskin.
He stole our kill. If you ever played Wrath of the Lich King and done Ice Crown, you never land the killing blow.
I know!
It's Tyrion. Fucking kill-stealing motherfucker. And Sylvanas couldn't do that. Now, she's gaining power from them all, which means she's getting potentially the same kind of power that the Burning Legion got to power this rune blade, which I find quite interesting. But I would like to think she's also going in there and she sees Arthur. She's going to kick the shit out of Arthas. But yes, let's continue on anyway.
Realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough! The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
As you command, my Archon.
I don't like the title of Archon, by the way. I've never really liked that kind of title, but I get why they're using it.
Uther! The time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished?
I do.
Then prepare yourself.
Got some wings, boy! Got some wings! Yeah!
The moment
It's Avenging Wrath right there.
We will claim him.
Alright, so this is where shit gets interesting. I fucking love this music, man. This shit always gets me tingly.
I see. Only darkness before me.
So this will be the Maw.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did, and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
And this is where I have issue. Okay? Again, returning back to my argument that there's two Arthases. You got the Arthas that was the student, and you got Arthas that was the corrupted, has no soul. His soul has just been released by the blade. The blade stores souls and then learns their powers and abilities, and therefore making the wielder stronger. And his soul was trapped within Frostmourne. Frostmourne, you saw, was destroyed on the floor, which is fine. It's dandy. If you've played Wrath of the Lich King, done the cinematic from the Wrath of the Lich King Ice Crown Citadel ending, you see that his dad's fucking soul got released as well and went, woo, I'm back now. And he's like, Daddy, is it over? And he goes, yes, son, it is over. You can rest now. You are no longer stuck in the blade, basically. And then Uther comes along and goes, fuck you, Arthas, pick you up, throw you in the maw, where your irredeemable souls and all that kind of shit happens, and all your Hitlers and shit like that, that's where they go. They go in there. But no, he shouldn't have gone in there, because Arthas' soul has just been thrown in there when it's been trapped in the blade, and Uther doesn't seem to understand this, and I think this Kyrian bitch right here, I think she's holding a fucking secret. I think she's holding a secret. I think she knows about this shit. I think she knows there's some fucking dodgy shenanigans going on in the moor, and what she's just done is
some dodgy shenanigans.
Yes, and I think she's just thrown Arthas in there because he's gonna know, right? He'll know what Nazul knows, and Nazul knows how the blade was made and all that kind of shit because he was there and he was forced into the fucking armor and the sword and all that kind of jibber jabber. But I believe
all that kind of jibber jabber.
I believe that she has just forced Uther to do something, or persuaded Uther to do something that was completely fucking bad. And he's done it for it ain't justice he's doing it for, this is vengeance. This is
justice.
It's not justice.
He said it like 4 fucking times.
I know, but look at his fucking face. That is some vengeful shit face right there.
Justice.
He ain't Batman, all right?
Batman. I'm
Batman.
But hey, do you think they're gonna make the Twilight Kid be like?
But I think that what's going to happen is we're going to go into the moor. We're going to find Arthas, and Arthas is going to be.
Oh, Arthas is going to be the one that's going to fucking get us out. Get the fuck out of here.
I think Arthas is going to be like old Arthas, but he will know everything that he's done, and his soul will be crushed by this because it's not who he is as a person.
Nah.
Is who is forced to, and I think Sylvanas will fuck him up for it, and it'll be another injustice against Arthas, and everybody will be like, Garrus did nothing wrong, Arthas did nothing wrong. Like I believed all along.
Like you believed all along. Listen to you. Listen to yourself.
I've always been fond of Arthas though, and I've always been a firm believer that what he did was not him doing it.